Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning viewer, there's getting more of you all the time, it's brilliant. And if you're new, you're so welcome. I really hope you're going to enjoy what we've got for you here on my channel. Today is a bit of a request. One of my lovely subscribers, Lilith Luna, who you may know from in the comments, has asked that I do another look based on the Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette. This is an extremely affordable palette. You can get it pretty much wherever you live, and these are the wonderful colours. So I've thrown something together, and if you would like to see how we get to here from nowhere, then just please do keep on watching. So we're ready with a blank, well, fairly blank slate. The foundation today is Revolution Matte Foundation, which, excuse me coughing, I'm nearly out of, but as it's my no-buy year, if you watched last week's video, you'll have seen that. I'm not going to buy any more foundation until I run out of everything. And I've got about half, I think, a KVD Locket foundation plus a backup. And I've still got some of my Primark in a square glass jar that is a dupe for the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So heaps of foundation left. What else have I got? A little bit of Shade and Light, a little bit of powder blush. Trying to use eyeshadows as powder blush, actually. Not quite sure how well it's going, but I'm not going to go mad. Eyeliner. Today I'm using my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Purple Rain. I'm a big fan of Essence, you may or may not know. They just do very good makeup, cruelty free, mostly vegan, and extraordinarily affordable. So as I said in the introduction, we're going to be revisiting the Age of Opulence palette, and I'm going to start off in the outer corners with a little bit of Noir, just to get the colour going. And this week I thought I would talk a little bit about Friends, because Lilith Luna, who requested that I do another look with this palette, is one of those people who is one of my online social media friends, and that means, you know, you're always chatting to them or exchanging photos with them, or just basically you know what they're up to most of the time. And it feels like if you were in the same, well, country to start off with, or even in the same town, you would be popping round or popping out for coffee with them and just sort of generally spending time with them. And the thing about online friends is, I mean, there's a lot of people who you sort of like vaguely know, and vaguely is, you know, putting it quite strongly. But then there's other people who you really quite like a lot, and if you don't hear from them for a while, you're a bit worried and you don't know what they're up to or if they're okay. And like, there's a few ladies that I've become friends with in America who are like me, elderly goths of a certain age, and if I, you know, hear on the news or whatever that there's storms or tornadoes or whatever in their part of the world, it does make me worry about them. So online friends they're sort of like ordinary friends, but you just never get to meet them really, which is weird. But then when I was young, we had pen pals, and I suppose that's the same thing really. You never get to meet them, you just write and you send each other things, I suppose. We used to send cassette tapes, mixed tapes. Sometimes we'd speak and send messages, or just stand over our record players recording the singles that we'd bought that week and hope that the sound wasn't too dreadful. So anyway, what I'm going to do with this look is I'm going to try and do some colours that I'm not massively used to using, which are the golds. And I'm starting off with black so that I know where I am. And I'm going to put a little bit, let me get that nice. This is a nice Jessup wing liner brush that I've been using, by the way. I know, on a number of occasions mentioned Jessup, and they are terrific. If you haven't got a lot of money but you want a nice set of brushes, they're on Amazon, and I think off the top of my head they're about £15, something like that, for a massive set of brushes. So not sponsored. Yes. So friends, other friends who, you know, when I was younger, I wouldn't go a day without seeing or speaking to or being with. Now, obviously, with the current apocalypse, it's difficult to see people anyway, but a lot of those friends from my youth I haven't seen for a number of years. Some of them you occasionally catch up with, but it's just like, you know, life gets in the way. Right, so I'm vaguely trying to blend this black and take it out in a sort of wing without making it too sharp edged, because obviously I'll have a bit of eyeliner to do that. This line here, I don't know if you can see it, can you see that? That's the line there where I fell on my head quite recently when I was out crossing the road. I had been running actually. Right, so the next colour I'm going to take from the palette is called Velvet, and it's a beautiful dark purple, and I'm just going to put it around the edge of the black and just try and, I'm not blending it yet, I'm just putting it there, and I'll come back with a different brush to blend it. There we go. It's such a beautiful purple. I mustn't do that too much because it stretches the skin, and then when you let it drop again it looks completely in the wrong place. I'll put a little bit on this wing liner brush and just put a little bit along the edge of here because it is so beautiful. And I'll try and do it in a line there. There we go, that's not too bad. I don't know if you've been involved in any of the sales that usually roll around this time of year. I've tried to be good. I'm trying to save my pennies at the moment. We're thinking maybe, possibly, we might be able to go abroad this year. You never know. I'm hoping for Barcelona. Never been. If you've been, do drop me a line and tell me what good things there are to do there. I know Kaya, who you may know, she used to go there quite a lot, and that has been a very inspiring blog for me to follow. When she went there, it was such a lovely place, I thought. So right, so we're just blending out the purple and the black together, just to sort of make it look almost one colour, but not quite. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golds in this palette, and one of them is called Vintage, and it's sort of like a dirty, almost black gold, and I used it in a look a few weeks ago, and a lot of people said it was quite a different and unusual gold and how much they liked it. So I'm going to try and replicate that, and basically what it is it's like that. It's this gorgeous, grungy, dirty gold. There we go. And then I will take another bit upwards. When you've got more wrinkly skin, you can't really go down because it just gets stuck on the wrinkles, but if you go up, it's marginally more successful. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is take the metallic purple, which is called Ace, and put it here. Then I'm going to take, which one is it? Is it that one? Yeah, there's one called Crush, which is another gold, but it's got all sorts of other colours running through it. And I'm going to put that here. That's one of the sort of wet feeling looking shimmers in this palette. So much so that I can't pick it up on that brush. Let's try a little tiny brush. There we go. And you might think, well, that's quite a staid and not terrifically exciting look. But I'm going to take the big purple brush that I was blending with. I'm going to take the edges out a little bit more. I'm going to take it up here. And the thing with blending brushes is that I learned, if you hold at the end, so you're not putting a lot of pressure on, you do get a rather more satisfactory result than if you went in ham-fisted. So a couple of things I'm going to do now. Let me just check my mirror. There we go. I am going to take the Essence Liquid Ink eyeliner and do my wing. Got it in my eye. Comes out very easily, it doesn't hurt you. And then I'm going to take my NYX Epic ink liner and then I'm going back to the essence because it's liquid, and I'm nearly dropping. I'm taking one of these. It's a nail art tool. It's for, you dip it in your nail varnish and you make patterns on your nails with it, but I use it for my face clearly, and what I do is just dip it in the eyeliner and it makes a perfect circle. And this is what I love about makeup. You can take things that aren't supposed to do the job you're going to use them for and just have fun with them. Okay, so I'm just going to hop off camera and put my lashes on, and then when I come back we'll put a lip on together. So stand by. There we go, I put some lashes on. These are my pound lashes that I've spoken about before that I really like a lot. I've also gone round with some W7 metallic glitter eyeliner. W7, very affordable. This is in the shade something that's way too small for me to make out, but it's gold basically, and I've put it in the center of those little dots that I did, and I've put a tiny line down over the gold on the eyeshadow. I've also taken that eyeshadow line up a bit higher because I thought it was a bit, it just wasn't doing anything previous, so I've taken it up a fraction. And I always think either just mascara or lashes, if you're having both, just make a look really that much more. I mean, you can do a look and think, God, that looks dreadful, and then put mascara on and think, you know what, I really like that. Anywho, I've got some KVD Everlasting lipstick here, and it's in the shade Roxy. Love this colour. So we're going to put this on to start off with. There we are. So that goes, I mean, it's almost exactly the same colour as the purple eyeshadow, which I will now demonstration for you. So here is the velvet colour that we used, and here is the Roxy lipstick. So yeah, I'd say that was a pretty good match. But that's not all. If you remember a few videos ago, I got a lovely big box of makeup from my friend Ari in America. And one of the things in the box was some holographic lip gloss by Iconic Couture, possibly. Very small writing. And this is purple, but it has glitter reflects in it of green and gold. So I thought this would be ideal to go over this. And I think it is. Mr. Jane doesn't really like lip gloss on me that much because it's not really kiss proof, which is why I tend to stick to matte lipsticks most of the time, because leaving people smothered in lip gloss is not really something either of us want. Anyway, that's the finished look. Stand by. Well, there we are then. Another look from the Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette. And thank you very much to lovely Lilith Luna, for requesting it. If you have got any requests for makeup looks, please do leave me a comment. I'm hoping to do a couple of DIYs in the very near future, and then we'll go back to makeup, and who knows what's going to happen after that. So thank you for getting this far into the video. Do please give it a thumbs up because it helps the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because it really does make a difference and it means so much to me if you do. If you'd like to show your appreciation in a materialistic fashion, you can buy me a coffee or tea using my Ko-fi account. And the only thing left to say is I wish you all the very best. I hope you take time out to look after some animals or plants or even some human beings. And most of all, I hope that you, like me, can stay strange. Bye for now, everybody. See you next time.